Hello guys, it's Chris with Mineutsystems, and today I'm going to be bringing you an unboxing of the F2A88XN-WIFI. It's a Mini-ITX motherboard from Gigabyte for the AMD FM2 and FM2 socket processors. So, looking from the outside, it tells you exactly which processor the chipset uses. It comes with Affinity. There's 802.11ac built-in on board. It is ultra durable 4+, so it's a thicker PCB, better for overclocking, keeping stuff cooler, and higher end components. It also does feature a UEFI BIOS, and it's a dual BIOS. Take a look at the back. You can see some more of the details, and if you want, you could pause the video for a closer analysis of it. And then the back panel. So let's take a look at the accessories that come in it. I have removed the motherboard, and I'll get to that in a second. So first off, it comes with two SATA cables. One of them is a 90-degree. I don't know if you can see that. This top one's a 90-degree. This other one's just a straight, and same thing on the other side, it's just two straight ends. Comes with your Wi-Fi antenna that you'd hook on for the Wi-Fi. This you'd probably want to latch on the side of your case or on top of your case or something, you know, just for aesthetics, just to keep it out of the way. What else do we have? We have the I/O shield plate, which has a spongy-like material to it, which is very good. It doesn't feel cheap at all. I know with the cheaper motherboards, once you put the motherboard in the case, and then you push it against the back panel piece, it's usually like a thin piece of tin, and it's flimsy and whatever else doesn't want to sit right. But Asus has done this, Gigabyte's doing this, and I know MSI is starting to do this on their higher end Mini-ITX board. So this is a good I/O plate. And then you have your standard multilingual installation guide, and then your regular manual for the motherboard. And inside comes with the driver's discs, which I'd suggest going to their website to download the latest drivers. There you go. And then your basic BIOS, any settings you want to look into in the beginning, where all the connections are and any ports you need and stuff like that can be found in this manual. Alright, so let's take a in-depth look at the motherboard itself. In the center here, you have your FM2 Plus sockets, so it will accept the previous gen FM2 processors as well as the new Kaveri APUs, your 7700K, your 7850K, as well as the older ones, like I said, 5800K, 6800K, and so on. Up top, you have your Intel wireless. Let's see if I could see which model number it is. It'll focus. It's an Intel, let's see, 7260HMW. It is AC, so you are able to get up to 867 megabits per second according to the specs. Up top you have your 24-pin power connector. You have 4 SATA ports. Oop, there you go. Your USB 3.0 header, your standard USB 2.0 header, your front panel connector. To the right of that, right over here, is your CPU fan header for your CPU fan or onboard fan, depending on what you want to use. We come down here. Here's another fan header. There's a giant heat sink over the MOSFETs and the chipset, so this looks like it can take overclocking since it's the ultra durable series boards. Down here you have your 4-pin CPU socket power. Over here next to the audio you have your front panel audio connectors. Can't really see that. Down here you have your PCIe 3.0 slot. Over here you have your you have 2 slots of DDR3. My suggestion is, just from past experiences with APUs, is to get the highest speed memory that you can find. So anything that's DDR3 1600 and above, like DDR3 1866 or 2133 is good, especially if you're just going to use the onboard graphics for gaming. The faster the memory, the more the frame rates, essentially. If we take a look at the back, we have your 7.1 audio, 2 USB 2.0 ports. Actually, we have 4 USB 2.0 ports, your Gigabit Ethernet, 2 USB 3.0, your antenna for your AC Wi-Fi, a DVI port, and 2 HDMI ports. So you should be able to run, as it says on the box, iFinity, and then your old school standard PS2 port. Overall, the board feels heavy. I'm going to be putting this into a budget build, a $400 budget build that I'll be uploading to the channel soon. So I will keep you guys up to date on how this board does. I'm going to overclock it. I bought a 7850K Kaveri CPU, so I'm going to see how good that does for gaming at 1080p and 720p. that I'll upload to the channel as well. But I just wanted you to see, take a look, the matte black finish on the back side of the board. Everything looks like it's in place properly. Looks like there's no problem adding a black back plate. There's no pins or anything around it. So big aftermarket CPU coolers, if you want, should be able to fit on this. So yeah, that is my review of the F2A88XN-Wi-Fi. Wow, that's a long name. Please remember to like, subscribe to this video, and leave a comment in below to see if you want me to do any other specific reviews or what you want. Thanks for watching.